I want to show you something first, okay? We're gonna watch the thing about Pokimane, but did you guys see the thing in Worcester recently? There was a thing that happened in Worcester about declaring itself a sanctuary city for trans and diverse people. Yes, you guys heard about that? There was, Asmon reacted to a couple of videos. These people are fucking nuts, okay? I found the first video. At least I think it's the first video. I don't even think it's the full video. I'll look at Asmon's second video. These people are fucking crazy, okay? So yeah, this is where Worcester declares itself sanctuary city. Already starting hot with this. We're already starting hot. I have not watched this video. So I kind of can't wait. Let's see just how stupid this gets.
I need the city to protect me because the federal government won't. And if you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Can you wrap up, please?
Yes, I can. If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want city.
What is she supposed to be representative of? Why is she saying she's scared of Trump? What is she supposed to be representative of? Oh, it's quiet? Okay, sorry, I'll up the volume. I mean, this is supposed to be about for trans people? Zed, I think it might be. I think it might be.
The city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space. No.
Fucking well. Sold. Shut fuck up. Silva. Listen to how she started. Listen how she started.
Afraid of Trump? You should see how the federal government won't. And if you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Can you?
So she says she's afraid of Trump. And in the next
Clowns
goddamn
but clown
breath,
are better than this cheer 100.
in the next goddamn
Yes,
breath,
I can. If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
in one breath she says, "Oh, we're poor victims. We're scared of Trump." And in the next breath, she says, "If you don't do what we demand, we're gonna start fucking shit up." Yes, Jack, I take it as one. I take that as a threat. But wait. First and foremost, she's not trans. Let's get this right the fuck out of the way. She is not trans. Okay? She is not. So is she speaking on behalf of transgender people? Because if she was trans, she would not be looking like this. She would not be looking like a fucking clown. If she was trans. She says later she's a drag queen. She's a woman. Unless she's doing drag as a man. In which case, if that was the situation, why the fuck are you showing up looking like this? If you were a drag queen
This is my
as a man,
circus. These are my monkeys.
and then you go and you try and pretend to be a victim, but then threaten. It doesn't work that way. You don't get to have your cake and eat it too, sweetheart.
multiply disabled. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
Wait, oh, here we go. Here we fucking go.
It's people like this who give the LGBT community a bad name. And Mark wonders why I wanted to conquer this place.
Oh, okay, we're about to get into the virus part, JRC. I heard her start listing off all the shit that's wrong with her. I want to hear this.
People, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space. I'm multiply disabled. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder that causes me immense physical pain. I'm on the autism spectrum, and I...
Ew, fucking bitch. I am so goddamn fucking tired of people using autism as an excuse to act like a complete fucking attention-seeking lunatic. Do not use autism as an excuse for your bullshit. What you are doing is not autistic. What you are doing is being attention-seeking fucking whore that has nothing to do with fucking autism. I am so goddamn sick of people pulling up the goddamn autism card, which I would wager she may not even be fucking diagnosed as autism. It is way too fucking easy for people these days to just go, I'm autistic. Motherfucker, you don't know what autism is. You don't know how it affects people, particularly people who are moderately and severely autistic. This is not autism even on the fucking upper level of the spectrum. Okay, this is not autism. And this fucking cunt doesn't know what being autistic actually means. You're pulling out all this, oh, poor pity me. I have this disorder. I have this disorder. You pulled out autism? I don't fucking think so, bitch. Come at me with that shit. I will fucking end you. You do not fuck with autism with this bullshit. You don't use autism as a fucking cudgel because your dumbass wants to be a woke activist and try and basically put every transgender person on fucking blast when they don't even want to be on blast. So you're not only offending people that are in the transgender community, you're pissing the fuck out of people in the autism community. And right now, I have nothing but contempt for this slut. Nothing but contempt. No. Okay? Fucking no. You're not autistic. I know autistic. Intimately. You're not fucking autistic. You're an attention whore. So do not fuck with autism, you stupid bitch.
I have narcolepsy, and I couldn't drive myself here, so I had to hide from...
Okay, let's get the whole fucking list, because apparently this person shouldn't even exist outside of her house.
Causes me immense...
What is the first fucking thing she said?
Trans people to make this a very unsafe space. I'm multiply disabled. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a...
Okay, hang on. Okay. Group of inherited disorders that affect your connective tissues, primarily skin, joints, blood vessels. Connective tissues, a complex mixture of protein, blah, 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 blah. Usually have overly flexible joints and stretchy, fragile skin. This can be a problem if you have a wound that requires stitches because the skin isn't strong enough to hold. More severe form, called vascular Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, can cause blood vessels and testes to rupture, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so she has overly flexible joints and fragile skin. How does that have anything to do with with trans people. She has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. She doesn't have autism, so fuck that. She doesn't have autism. And she also claims to be narcoleptic. But you know what? Let's see what else I bet you she ain't even done. Let's see what other bullshit pop physiology we're gonna have on our bingo card here.
Connective tissue disorder that causes me immense physical pain.
That doesn't do that. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. We just saw the definition. The disorder in itself doesn't cause you immense pain. If you receive an injury, it will be more difficult for you to heal because stitches won't be able to aid you like they normally would. The syndrome itself does not cause you physical pain. So she's fucking lying. She's been Googling. She's been Googling. It knows, is there more? Is there more? Hang on. Let's see, is there more? Easily bruising, poor wound healing, fragility in the skin, muscle weakness. I mean, I'm not seeing immense pain. Joint hypermobility. Yet foot deformities and leg swelling. But again, there are, these are all, like, less than 1 in 1 million. Okay? So she pulled out the rare disorder that she was Googling. And she pulled out the rare disorder that no one would have any fucking clue about. That's what she did. She's counting on nobody having any fucking clue what she's talking about here. And she's basically she is 100% just trying to paint herself as a complete victim.
I'm on the autism spectrum.
Fuck you.
I have narcolepsy, and I couldn't drive myself here, so I had to hide from my driver that I was in drag.
Wait. Hold the fuck up. You claim you have narcolepsy, so you can drive. No. Nickname? No. Sucking? No. She's not autistic. I'm telling you this right the fuck now. She is not autistic. She is pulling out the autism card because it's convenient.
Losers.
It is convenient for her to do so because it's a very easy card to pull out and say, I'm autistic. She ain't fucking autistic. She is not. I have autism in my family. I suspect I am as well. But I don't advertise it like this. I don't go around saying I'm autistic because I have not been tested, and there's no reason for me to go around saying I'm autistic. There is zero reason for me to do that. Because clearly, if I am high functioning. I have family. I have a very close member of my family who is autistic, who is severely autistic. And trust me, that ain't a fucking picnic. Severe autism is something that someone will need care for the entirety of their goddamn life. So do not fucking try to call that you have autism, because I guarantee you don't. But it's autism these days, for people like this, autism equals quirky. And so she's pulling out, like, I'm quirky, so I'm pulling out the autism card. She probably doesn't have that other fucking disease. She just Googled something obscure so she could bring it to her. And she's claiming she has narcolepsy, so she couldn't drive. Questionable there. But she's claiming she had to hide from her driver. She's acting like she's living in the Middle fucking East, where if anybody sees her in quote-unquote drag, which, guess what, sweetheart? You're a woman. This ain't fucking drag. You just look like a fucking clown. You're acting like you're gonna get dragged out of the fucking car and beat to death. You are being such a pissy little victim that is so full of shit it defies description. Yeah, there you go, Alex. I mean, this is she is fun. Okay, I would believe more that she has a neurological disorder than anything she just fucking said. Like, she has some kind of fucking neurological disorder. For sure. It ain't any of the stuff that she just listed off. But she's... This isn't the full one? Oh, fuck. I don't know if we have time to watch the full one because you know me, I'm gonna rage.
In drag.
I'm shaking
what
right
you
now.
Just said
I don't want to be
is one of the
here.
most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this
I'm not
room
going to
is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
No, Tornado, it's not Munchausen's. Munchausen's patients actually go to doctors. They want to actually receive treatment for their things. She's pulling diseases and conditions out of a hat for attention seeking. That's not for pure attention seeking, not because she wants to actually get treated. It's maybe Munchausen's adjacent, but I don't. No, it could be. No, actually, I'm thinking about it now. Munchausen's could be, but again, it's yeah. This is like This is basically internet narcissism. That's what it is. This is internet narcissism at its peak.
I'm shaking right now. I don't want to be here.
Please.
I'm sorry, am I taking too long pleading for my life? Can you look at me and tell me how many of my friends need to die before you do anything?
Please wrap up.
Look at me!
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Does she think she's the Joker? Yeah, like, that's what I want to know too, Dragon. Okay, hang on. I want to do some stats here. I want some statistics here. I want statistics. Right. Okay. Yes, this is from 2014. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Okay, no, okay. That doesn't help. Let's see. 3.9 times more likely to have attempted unaliving or self-deletion. Okay. So it could be referencing that. So could be referencing self-deletion. But do you really think trying to go all Joker is going to get you anywhere? Like, seriously. Did she really think by pulling a Heath Ledger Joker going, look at me, was gonna get her any positive response?
Okay, we're all done here.
I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT.
It's my day off. I do not want to be in your...
This one. This one did a follow-up. That's the one I saw today. I saw an Asmund thing today. She does a follow-up appearance in another video. And looks even worse than that. Like, the follow-up video, she looks worse than this. Yeah, I know. I know. This is, okay, I'm gonna let this cook for a second, and then I'm gonna give you my theory. It's very bad makeup, Sam. It's very bad makeup.
I do not want to be in your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes. I do not want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter on my face so that you will hear and see me.
Let us.
Okay. If this person thinks that she needs to spend an hour on whatever the fuck this is and applying glitter to go to an open mic meeting regarding transgender issues, you don't give a fuck about the transgender issue. You are attention seeking. My theory is this person here wishes Pride Month was all fucking year long when people that, you know, the ones that go crazy for dressing up for Pride, like she wants to do that 365 days a year. Yeah, she definitely did like overdo this because she was trying to make a point. Like, did none of these people think, okay, let's come in and be impassioned, but talk rationally and actually present the council with some figures, with some numbers, like, okay, here are some numbers, some statistics, some figures, some facts to back up the problem that we have that we wish to have addressed. No one doing that. This is a fucking clown show. This is literally just a bunch of internet warriors reading. Because this is all they know how to do. All they know how to do is scream on Twitter when people don't fall in line with what they say. They're treating this council meeting like fucking Twitter. And they're in for a very rude awakening when they realize real life is not fucking Twitter.
An hour applying glitter on my face so that you will hear and see me.
Let us remember that the Nazis burned the books that the Nazis burned books on gender sciences first. Now,
where's the facts behind this? I remember seeing the Asman video about this, and Asman made the argument that they just burned books. Period. They burned the Nazis burned all books that did not follow the Nazi creed. It was, and I think he said, if memory serves, it was something about books written in certain language. Yeah, that's where I was going, Wolfie. It was they burned books that were not written in German. It had zero to do with that.
These motherfuckers need to be institutionalized.
No. Well, it's the age of the internet attention seeking. It had nothing to do with the books being about. Hang on, what was it that he said it was?
The Nazis burned books on gender sciences first.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. That's a fucking lie. They burned books that were not in German. Because, newsflash, the Nazis were German. Hen, fuck all to do with gender sciences. What do you mean it's not a lie? First, are there facts to stipulate that they burned books on the gender sciences? The Sexual Research Institute. Okay. Let's see. Okay? Da. Institute, okay? Okay. One Ring Journal, okay? On okay? built a unique library, okay? Okay, research and treatment for various matters regarding gender and sexuality, okay? Okay, the book burnings included the archives. So it's not disputing that they were indeed burnt, okay? The dispute is that they were burned first. That's where the dispute is, that they did it first. Yeah, okay, misunderstanding. I was not saying that the Nazis did not burn those books. Okay, it's really, I've got the volume up. Okay, yeah, I'll back it up. I'll do a quick backup. He was saying that they were the first books that they burnt.
That the Nazis burned books on gender sciences first. Now the administration has villainized and marginalized migrant workers, trans, LGBT people, and even special needs, denying life-saving and affirming care.
Wait. You're lumping in special needs with LGBT? Wait. Was this guy trying to imply that people that are LGBT are special needs?
I gotta bounce briefly. Ember need to pick up a new TV to replace the one that got damaged in the move.
Okay, Leo. What this guy ended, is he literally saying that is he implying that people who are LGBT are special needs? What the oh my sweet fuck. Grindhouse, welcome to the club. Yes, Tornado, it is. Okay, chat, there is a follow-up. Asmund did do a follow-up if you're interested. If you're interested in the follow-up to that, where the one girl who was talking about putting on the makeup, that she does a follow-up. I could not find the original. No, I shouldn't cover it on stream. All right. Do you want me to like Asmund? I have not been able to find the original, but Asmund did put out a video on a follow-up with the one girl showing up again. If you want, we can look at that, where she basically makes an ass out of herself. No, you don't think so? Oh, no. Yeah, no. Okay, Atanashi, no, not the full one. No. Okay, you're misunderstanding me. No, there was an Asmongold short. It was like a Asmongold 5-minute short, not the full video. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's... Yeah. I wasn't talking about the full video. There was a short that he did. Let me see if I can find it. Shit, where did it go? I had it. Give me a second. I had this. Where did you go? Where did you go? Damn, I had this. Damn! Did I lose it? Oh, fuck. If I can't find it, we won't watch it, but... Let me see if I can find it. Okay, it's not on this. Got it! Got it. Okay, yeah, this is only like a little 6-minute one. But she back. Okay? She's
You know
back.
what the worst thing about this is that this isn't the same video.
Hello, Council. Remember me from last week? Oh, you don't remember me?
She was the one that was wearing the glitter on her face that was orange.
It's
and she
even
had, like,
worse,
the same
chat.
beard pattern that I did, kind of. I do remember you. How could I possibly forget?
Me from last week, could it be?
She's back, and she's worse. So now, she did her beard, eyebrows, and mustache in rainbow. Oh, I know, she is swimming in this fucking jacket. And look at the front. For people that supposedly hate Trump, why the fuck are you styling your hair like him? Like, look at her hair. These are people that supposedly hate Trump, yet they're doing their hair to look like his.
Because gender is a construct? I'm Anna.
Oh, hang on. Listen to her at her opening. Okay?
Me from last week, could it be because gender is a construct? I'm Anna. Been a Worcester resident for 24 years. Tonight, I'm coming to you as Laddie LaRouge, otherwise known as Lady LaRouge. Tonight, I'm Laddie. When I'm in drag, I use he, they pronouns.
That was word vomit. That was all sheer fucking word vomit. That meant absolutely nothing.
I swear these people might benefit full frontal lobotomy.
Yeah, well, exactly, Mose. Exactly. And these people treat gender like it's a code. You heard what she just said when she started in an extremely condescending tone. She's like, oh, could it be because gender is just a construct? It's like, no, you stupid bitch. Gender is a biology. It is biology. As you can support LGBT people, particularly the T, you can be fully supportive of them and fully realize that gender is biology. You can do both. It is possible. You can fully appreciate that male and female are biological science, but you can also fully appreciate and support people that are transgender and do not feel comfortable in the gender that they were born. You can do both. It is possible. Look at me. I do it. All the fucking time.
I fully support BLT.
Finito, stop thinking with your stomach. We're trying to be serious here. Yeah, a dragon, I know. Well, okay. Yes. Oh, excuse me. Yes, actually, dragon, I'm gonna do a correction on that. Not real trans women, rational trans women. Okay? Rational trans women acknowledge the fact that they are born biologically male. And that, but psychologically, they are not, but psychologically, they do not feel biologically male. Psychologically, they feel female. And again, people that are transgender do not go out of their way to say I'm transgender. Shit like this is not what normal transgender people do. Normal transgender people don't try to draw attention to themselves. Don't, just vomit up the fact that they're transgender at every fucking opportunity they have, or even when there isn't an opportunity. They try to live their normal lives in the gender that they have transitioned to or are transitioning to, and try to just be a normal person. These people are making their lives 1,000 times worse by literally putting them on blast. These people are putting all those literal millions of transgender people that simply want to live their lives, not have attention drawn to the fact that they're transgender, and just be treated like a normal person. They are putting them on blast and making their lives all the worse for it. And they don't fucking care. You know why? Because they're getting attention. These people are getting attention, and that's what this is all about. These people are attention-seeking whores. And they don't actually give a flying fuck about the people they claim to champion.
And I am a proud and loud queer artist in the city. I am a local burlesque and drag performer, producer, educator, and historian. And I'd like to ask the council and Mayor Petty why you've ghosted us, left us on red, have not responded to our emails asking for a formal apology.
I can answer that. What the fuck do they have to apologize for? Did you fucking read and scream at them and called them pieces of shit, assholes, and whatever, calling them scum, probably saying that they're as bad as Trump? What the fuck do you expect them to apologize for? Like, sweetheart, I wouldn't just leave you on red and ghost you. I'd fucking block your ass. Okay? Consider yourself lucky that they just ghosted you. Well, Kaibo, that's exactly. An apology for a perceived slight so they can have attention. Sir syndrome, XY chromosome says male, but a female presenting with XY chromosome is a rare condition called Sir syndrome. Complete people have female external, but they lack the functional part. Wait.
This person doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Correct. Tornado, is that? That sounds like that case on House. That sounds like that one case on House. I wonder. Look at that, man. He's like, oh, this is gold.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Why could that possibly have happened? Who could have guessed?
Both to Councillor Nguyen and the whole queer community. Because by not doing so, you're sending a message not only to your constituents, but to the queer community as a whole and every visitor that comes to the city that I used to be proud to call home. Not so. Can somebody tell me, like, I don't know, maybe I'm starting drama. What's the difference between gay and queer? I think
he's gonna go into this. He's gonna go into the dictionary on it. My personal opinion is queer because you guys, some of you guys may remember, queer used to be a slur. Queer used to be basically tantamount to the same, not as extreme in terms of power. It was used in the same vein way back when as the N-word. Okay, queer back in the day, probably 80s, maybe even earlier. Queer was used as a slur in the same vein as the N-word was used towards black people. Somewhere along the line, basically the LGBT community took it back to just mean, queer by dictionary definition just means strange. That is by dictionary definition. Correct. But it was used as a slur. And so I think the concept is they sort of took the word back and made it a part of their sociological culture. So, because that's where the Q comes in. LGBTQ, Q is queer, which is stupid to have in your acronym because queer is all-encompassing of everything. You're basically saying lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and then everything I just said. This is when you get here, it's oh yeah, and everything I just said. Again. It's fucking stupid. It's an attempt to take the word back, and in the end, they made themselves look even dumber because of it.
Queer is a construct,
yeah,
not
basically,
sure?
J-Ted. Yeah, that's
Social
essentially
politics, depiction of
the same
sexuality that
context.
rejects normative definitions
Correct.
of appropriate feminine and masculine sexual behavior More contemporary meanings of queer have been picked up and used by activists and academics to mark movements within sexual identity politics, theoretical.
Grindhouse, it's a slur.
Queer, however, is a contested term.
So don't
Scholars
use
and
it.
activists constantly disagree on what it means and how it should
It is
be
a
used.
slur for basically Latino people.
Yeah,
don't
because,
ever
like,
use it.
back
It's
whenever
insulting.
I was growing
don't
up,
ever use it.
Queer was almost like a pejorative, borderline slur that people would use towards being gay. And then I started seeing them using the word.
And
I'm
there's
thinking to
others,
myself,
Dragon, but that is one of them, yes.
Wait, what? Don't overthink it. But you can
And
see
yes,
what I'm saying,
don't
right?
use those words in chat.
It's confusing.
Don't use those words in the chat, folks.
Worcester is home to world-renowned stages, the Hanover Theater, Tuckerman Hall, Mechanics Hall, who host touring artists from around the world. I know if I were a trans or non-binary actor...
And I will just say to you guys, like, I understand you guys are using it as informative. You guys are not being racial. I understand. You're trying to be informative and educational. I understand that, and I do appreciate it. It's just, don't type it in the chat. Besides, Twitch might get antsy about it. It's not so much that I think you are being insulting. I know you're not. You're trying to be educational. You're using it in an educational context. Twitch may not view it that way, so basically to keep us safe from Twitch TOS, don't put it into chat, please. Although, just know, I know you're not doing it to be racial or anything like that.
Hall, who hosts touring artists from around the world. I know if I were a trans or non-binary actor on a Broadway tour who's coming to this city this year, I would not feel safe coming to Worcester.
Uh-oh.
With the rhetoric that...
Again, they're making Worcester sound like it's fucking Beirut. They're making it sound like some Middle Eastern country.
Empress, can I have your permission to launch this individual into the sun?
No, it's too quick. It's no, we do not advocate for the unaliving of anybody. She just needs to shut the fuck up. She's not going to, because she's an activist. But she needs to shut the fuck up because she doesn't know what she's talking about. Again, she's acting like this is some Middle Eastern country that will unalive you for being different. Okay, slap with a fish is permissible. Yes, slap with a fish I will absolutely allow. Chat, get your fishes ready.
That's been allowed to fly in these chambers, I wouldn't feel safe. We need a public apology now.
Wow.
Get on it. Speaking of getting on it.
Get on it. We demand a public apology for what we don't know. For what we don't know, but they demand a public apology. Because reasons. Maybe Jesus fuck. Okay.
Speaking of getting on it, I'd like to speak in support of item 8I that you, council, request that you, city manager Batista, commit and act on creating an LGBTI coalition and task force to address issues of queerphobia, specifically transphobia, as you like to say, Joe Petty. And
so they want the government to like set up a new
great idea to insult the very people that she's in support of something. This is something that has been brought forth to support the transgender community. She's here to speak on behalf of it, and she does so by insulting the very people
Mommy,
to vote on it.
They heard my Fifi's kiss it and make it better.
Someone explain the logic of insulting the very people that are supposed to be putting forth a bill and voting on a bill to help you. Someone explain that to me. Explain the logic behind that. No, she didn't, Pink. That's exactly the point. She's here to read and shout into her echo chamber. That's it. Shouting on Twitter is enough. She actually has to shout in a public forum. That's it.
Coalition just to advocate for like what they want. I mean, I feel like that's definitely not like a task force. What is this, like SEAL Team 6? Like, what is this? This is crazy.
Okay, so Asmon's kind of going off about the whole task force thing. The task force is like, unfortunately, task force is becoming an overused term in terms of local and federal government. It's they use the term task force when they talk about putting a group of people together for an assigned task of doing X. It's not like militaristic where it's a SEAL team or the Green Berets that are going on a strike mission or something. It's like task force has been used for many years now to just designate a group of people that are assigned to a task. So it's Asmon's kind of going a little bit off kilter on this one way, saying what's with calling it a task force? No, they've been using task force for years in, for people being assigned to specific duties, a collective group of people being assigned to a specific hot button issue that needs to be investigated and addressed. It's nothing new.
See, like, how do these people do this and not realize how alienating this is to average people? Like, I really feel like this is it's. I think the biggest shock to me with looking at something like this is the fact that people that do it seem to have no self-awareness of how alienating it is.
They don't care. It's not a question of they don't have an awareness of how alienating it is. They do not care. These are people that grew up in an environment of entitlement, as you guys have said. They don't give a fuck about how this might alienate non-LG, basically cis people. They don't fucking care because they don't fucking care about that. They think that non-LGBT people should service them and not in the fun way. So the idea of it alienating people never enters into their mind because they don't care. They think they basically are putting themselves on a pedestal above cis people. That's what you're seeing activists do these days. They are putting themselves on pedestals above cis people and mocking cis people, saying, we are better than you, we should be afforded more rights than you. That's what these people are doing because they don't care. They are 100% entitled. And the quickest way to end that entitlement is to simply tell them, no. Go home. We're done. That's the easiest way to end this bullshit entitlement. Gotta do it in the governments, you gotta do it in the court systems. You tell them, no, shut your mouth, come here.
Any other biphobias, xenophobias, and other bigotry that have been displayed by members of this cabinet. My ask is that this task force addresses the discrimination and issues in this council first and then expands to the greater Worcester community. Speaking of, I'd also like to support item 8J, asking for...
So this is how we got all those extra government employees, is people like this, not necessarily gay people, but people that we need a task force for everything. You need to have more people and expand the space. You know what? I bet if you do this for 40 years, you have the situation that we have. Yep. It's a Karen government.
Oh, she is a Karen.
$100,000 in funding to go to the queer community via a Queer and Trans Alliance Fund dedicated to addressing the needs of the LGBTI.
She wants $100,000 to go to some mystical fund for LGBT people. For what purpose? What exactly are you going to do with this $100,000 fucking dollars? Which, in case she's not aware of this, that's a lot of fucking money. $100,000 for Worcester County is a lot of fucking money. That's also taxpayer money. Oh, I know. Let's not forget, she's demanding that taxpayers pay for this. That's where that money is coming from. It's coming from taxpayers. So she's demanding that taxpayers spend $100,000 on this coalition. For reasons.
LGBTQIA community. Here's a tip. Open your ear. Here's a tip. Open.
Again, insulting the very people you want to vote in your favor. Genius fucking move. Yeah, exactly. You're going to show up, insult and berate the council members that you want on your side, and you're surprised that they're like, yeah, okay, ignore. Oh, dragon? I know. They passed through some kind of like sanctuary city law, Atanashi. There was some kind of sanctuary city thing, I believe. I don't know if this thing that she's demanding went through, but they did do the sanctuary city thing.
Oh, God. Is this like, I think about like Pokemon, right? And I think about like, is the next evolution of this like one of these people that has an absolute fucking meltdown at Starbucks over like the spelling of their name on the cup? Like, I feel like that's the next evolution of this person.
LGBTQIA community. Here's a tip. Open your ear. Here's a tip. Open your ears and listen. Stop talking over me, Joe. And apply the notes that we're giving.
See, the minute someone gets like this, that's where you have the office, that's where you have the sergeant farms say, kindly escort this person from the room. If you want to come in and speak to the council and speak respectfully, go right ahead. If you want to come in dressed like a fucking clown and actually, like, berate the council members, Sergeant at Arms, kindly escort this person from the courtroom. Like, yeah.
You. Please, once again, I'll thank you when you make a formal apology.
It is really, this has to be satire, right? Oh my God, bro.
So yeah, that was the follow-up to that joyous occasion. And yeah, I do believe they passed I believe they passed like a sanctuary city bill. I don't know if they passed the $100,000 thing. Okay, so as a follow-up, votes to make cities sanctuary for transgender people. Here, I'll pull this up on screen for you guys. So they approved a resolution declaring the city a sanctuary for people who are transgendered and gender diverse. Followed through as public testimony, demanded more welcome gender-diverse people. After a councilor accused fellow councilors of transphobia, of course. Although the resolution is mainly symbolic. There you go. It's all about the symbolism. It means it does nothing. This literally does nothing. No, do you know what? It's a 9-2 vote because of this. That's why it was a 9-2 vote. This was the city council saying, fine, let's go ahead and vote and say that we are a sanctuary city for transgender people. It means absolutely nothing. There is no law to support this in any way. We're literally just saying we accept trans people, and that's it. The 9-2 vote was literally to do it, just to say, let's just do this to shut them the fuck up. there's absolutely no legal basis behind this. There is no money going into this. Or if there is, it's extremely minor. They basically did, it's a token. They literally did a lip service token saying, yes, we are a sanctuary city for transgender people. And that's it. It's lip service and that's it. The resolution states that the trans, non-binary, and LGBT community in Worcester nationally is being attacked. Okay, so the resolution states the trans, non-binary, and LGBT community in Worcester and nationally is being attacked by President Trump's executive actions. It promises that Worcester won't expend resources on detaining people for solely seeking or providing gender-affirming care, and that the city won't cooperate with the federal government on policies aimed to harm transgender people. It's lip service. It is lip service. This person said that it could two of them said that it could jeopardize funds the city receives from the federal government. I mean, theoretically speaking, it could, if Trump gets wins of this, he could basically cut off, theoretically speaking, he could try and cut off federal funding to them. Which, well, isn't that going to be a, okay, that didn't work. What the?
It was at this moment
there
that
we
he
go.
knew. He fucked up.
So it's lip service, but it is lip service that could come bite them in the ass. If someone decides, I don't like that lip service, so we're going to remove your federal funding. And then when that happens, well, that can be a change. Well, Alex, I'm not going to go that far. Hey, it is. I'm not disputing I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing that doing so would be a gross abuse of power. But we're talking about someone who rebels in gross abuses of powers. So it's basically, if things go sideways, these people who demanded this could have just basically fucked their community.